Yo, I forgot to add this into the video before it starts. Go join the free Discord. It is linked down below. Enjoy the video. Yo, what is good? We're back with another video. Today we're going to be going over midnight opening price and 8:30 opening price. If you're not familiar with them, it is an ICT concept, and I'm going to go over how I use it today. So the basics of it, if you are below midnight and 8:30 open, you are in a deep discount and you are bullish for the day. So if you're bullish for the day and you're below 8:30 and midnight opening price, it is a deep discount. Now, if you are below 8:30 or midnight opening price, it is a discount. Now, moving over to premium, if you are above midnight open and 8:30 open, then you are in a deep premium. And if you are only above midnight or 8:30, you are in a premium. So let's go into some examples. So on Friday, we actually had a great example of this, right? We had non-farm payrolls drop at 8:30. So right here, we have our 8:30 opening price, and right here, we have our midnight opening price. Right here, you see it over here is triple zeros and then 8:30. So let's see how this could have played out. So right here at 8:30, you see that we dropped down and we turtle soup this low, making low of day. And we were very bullish for this day because we were expecting a TGIF setup. And if you're not familiar with what that is, I would go watch what the TGIF model is. Here you see that we actually accumulate all these orders right here below midnight opening price. So we are accumulating, right? We are not displacing below any of these lows. We are accumulating below this midnight opening price. As soon as 8:30 opens up and we have our deviation lower, turtle souping the low, we can drop down to a lower time frame, the 5-minute, and look for a setup. Here you have your deep discount, and then you get above 8:30 open and you actually have a unicorn setup right here. So right here, you're very bullish for the day. You drop down into this fair value gap plus this breaker block, and the draw was all these highs up through here. You could have targeted these equal highs here, this high here, but the main draw overall did not get targeted. So you do not have to hold for the entire move. If you're not taking partials, then you're stupid. So right here you can see that we have our discount because we are only below midnight opening price. This right here, this Judas swing down on non-farm would have been your deep discounted buy. And then you see as the day closes out, you can see that we slowly rotate back down to midnight open, and then we rotate down to 8:30, and then we technically would have a doji candle because true day open was right here and we closed about 20 points above it. So right here was a great example of a deep discount deviation down here, and then you have your discounted buy on this unicorn model. So right here we have a premium example. So right here you can see that we are accumulating orders above midnight in London session. So right here we have London session playing out. You can see we are accumulating orders. So right here you have your discount, and then we have actually an SMT with this high here. So now you have a manipulation leg, and then you get your drop lower. So right here you could have had a unicorn entry. You have a breaker block right here with a fair value gap. So right here the draw was lower on this day. So right here you have your unicorn model, and then going into New York session, right, because most people aren't up at that time in London. Right here you have 8:30 open. You get your deviation higher through here. Up through here you get a move higher, and then you get a sharp rejection lower. So right here would be your premium sell. So if you did not catch this move higher, I would have been done trading for the day, which I was because we had already hit our overall draw on liquidity, which was that low. So right here you hit that draw on liquidity, and then you come back into this 15-minute. So I would have been done for the day, which I was. I did not take a trade on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday were the only days that I took a trade. You swipe that sell side. Right here's your sell for the day, or in London session when you get that SMT, you could have had that unicorn model. So right here on another Friday, you have your midnight open here, your 8:30 here, and then you have this, all these wicks down here as your deep discount. Swiping all of these lows, and then if we go to a lower time frame, you can see it in more detail, but right here you have an inverse. Right here you have two order blocks. So you can see that we never actually take this low, but I would be waiting for more confirmation because this is 9:25 right before open. If I don't have a position open 10 minutes before open, I'm not entering a position. Right here would have actually been a much better buy. right above 830, have your stop below this wick, so at least it's below 830, right? You see that we tap 830, and then we go to that overall draw on liquidity, which was this high, and as you see, we swipe it by maybe a couple points, right off this order block. There was no fair value gap entry, so if you go to the 1 minute, I'm guessing there was, but right here, whenever you get a change in the state of delivery, these are now confirmed as order blocks. Didn't catch that one, you can catch this one, right? We hold it once, twice, 3 times, and then we slowly, no, we didn't touch it there, slowly grind up to that overall draw on liquidity. Right here is your deep discount, and then right here at these 2 candles, and then even this candle, which peaks its head below, would be your discounted buy. So right here on a Monday, we were bullish. We had this overall draw on liquidity right here, right? You can't expect too much out of a Monday. This is actually a huge move for a Monday. But right here, you have your deviation from midnight. So you have accumulation below midnight opening price right through here. You get an expansion above midnight. And then you get an expansion not taking this high. And if we take our standard deviations, if you watch that video, if you haven't, go watch that video that I have on standard deviations. If we take this, you can see we reach -2, -2.5. Excuse me. And if you see, we have really no displacement other than right here, but where do we go? We come into a bullish PD array and we continue to hold it, come out of it, come back into it, and where do we go? There's no, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, so let's just move on. But there's a reason that we drop down here, right? We have 830 here. What does price want to do? It wants to come into a discount. So we drop a couple points below 830 right before open into that bullish PD array. So we have 830 here inside of a bullish PD array. Right here you get your little deviation from that 830 opening price inside of a bullish PD array. And as soon as market opens, we get that target to that overall draw on liquidity. And if you want to target a little further, you can target what? The -4 standard deviation. And as you see, we hit it, pull back a bit, and then we continue coming into this fair value gap and then continuing higher. So right here would be your tiny discounted buy inside of a bullish PD array. So if you actually did buy right below 830, have your stop right there, you could have targeted here. There's a 1 to 2.3, or you could have targeted that -4 standard deviation for a 1 to 4. So let's move on to the last example, which is a good example because 8:30 and midnight can give you an overall guide on how the day will play out. So right here, you see how close, look at how close they are together here, right? And we have open right here. And if you see this, just walk away for the day, right? As soon as 9:30 opens, we go nowhere. Where do we go? We just chop around this midnight and 8:30 open. We try to get an expansion higher, we come straight back to it. We go lower, and then we just chop right below 8:30 and midnight, and then we close for the day. So this right here is a good guide. If we go to a lower time frame, maybe you can see, yeah, look at this. 5 minute, I don't go below a 5 minute. If I see this for the day, we're just chopping around these two, I am not taking a position, right? Like if you go to the 1 minute, can I go? Yeah, I can't go that low. That's a while back. Oh man. Oh wait. November. Where is it? Right here. But anyways, if you see that we are just chopping around this 8:30 and midnight opening price, you can just walk away for the day. The midnight and 8:30 can act as a guide for how we will act for the day. If we aren't displacing above or below these prices, or if they were pretty much right on top of each other, right? NQ is really volatile. So why would we have 8:30 and midnight be this close together? It is a guide for the day if you know how to use it correctly, right? Look at all these wicks inside of both of these. This is not a good day to trade, and this is how. And if you look, you can see that we kind of form this broadening formation, right? We're just taking stops, take a high, take this low, take this high, take this low. So we have this broadening formation coming as well. So you can see that broadening formation, lower, higher, chopping around midnight and 8:30. So this right here is a great example of how these can act as a guide for chop for the day, or if you are even more I don't know the word that I'm looking for. Once again, this actually usually doesn't happen. I usually remember words quite nicely. But anyways, yeah, you can see right here, you don't want to be trading if it's like this, especially when we have a broadening formation and are just chopping around 8:30 and midnight. So use these as a guide for the day. If you haven't used these and you're still confused, go join the free Discord below. I'll answer any questions. I'm very active in it. So if you want to come ask questions, go hit that free Discord link, join it, ask me questions. But other than that, I'm out of here. Start using midnight and 8:30 as a guide for the day. Peace.